breaking news is that ShotCity has a new gun. Welcome to ShotCity, baby! Hey guys, ShotCity here. I've got a new video for you. I've got a video on a much anticipated gun for me, the Glock 19 MOS with front serrations. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to be mounting my Holosun optic on here. I've got the GEN5 that I'm going to be mounting as my red dot for this firearm. So I'm going to crack open the box real quick. So what you get with it, you get your speed loader and 1, 2, 3 15-round magazines. Now let's just check make sure the firearm's unloaded. It is unloaded. This particular one, like I said, came with front serrations, rear serrations. You've got Glock night sights on this model. This is a LE model. And you get your normal extended magazine release, your ambidextrous slide release on here, and the improved trigger on the GEN5s, as well as no finger grooves, which I'm a big fan of losing the finger grooves, so that works perfect for me. I'm also running a Olight PL Mini on this, so for a second here we're going to set this box aside and just pull out these plates that I'm going to use to mount the optic. But that's everything you get in the box. You also get a gun lock. So I've got these plates. There's 4 plates that come with the Glock MOSs. I believe that I'm going to be using the number 2 plate, and I actually took that out before the video to test. So that is the number 3 plate, number 1 plate. This is the number 2 plate that I'm going to be using, so I'm going to set it aside. And then this is the number 4 plate. Then you get some screws and a little hex wrench or Allen wrench, whatever you want to call it, and you get 4 screws. So I'm going to get those screws out real quick. I'm going to need at least 2 of those to get this mounted. Alright, so got that out. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to take your plate off the top of your Glock 19 or your Glock MOS. There'll be 2 screws up here that you'll need to remove. You have to do it carefully because you don't want to strip anything. Alright. I should probably just take the slide off. So I'll pull the trigger, and rack it back. And that way I can just work with the slide and don't have to work with the entire frame of the firearm. Alright, so let's get this in here and get this off. There we go. I think I got the first one broken free. Well, I'll pause for a second, get these loose, and then come back. Alright, so got these screws on this plate loosened up, so I'm just going to hand loosen those. So that's 1 screw out. That's the second screw. And then this plate will just come right off, and that's your plate for your Glock that covers it. Then you've just got empty room right there. So now with this plate facing up, you're going to open up your optics. So I'm going to open my Holosun. And again, this is the 507C. this stuff out the way. Now the Holosun comes with 2 sets of screws, a longer set and a shorter set. You get a little cloth to keep your lens clean. You get the manual, a little tool to mount stuff, and also zero your optic. Then this is really nice. I mean, it comes with the little plate already, so like if you wanted to mount it to a AR or a shotgun or something with a Picatinny rail, you could do that. And it just fits these little holes. It just slides right in there. As you can see on the bottom, it has 4 holes for mounting. So I'm going to set that aside. Then I take my Glock plate and my Holosun, and I sit the Holosun on top of it the way I think it should fit. And this is the number 2 plate, and I can see daylight through that hole, these 2 holes back here, so I know that's the right plate. This is fitting up. These 2 holes up front are fitting up, so it's the right plate. Then just some more features of the Holosun. It has solar power up here as well as battery. Your battery's inside of this compartment here, so you would just unscrew this, you pop your battery out, change it. It's not underneath, so that's nice. And then you've got your controls here, so up and down for how bright you want your reticle to be, as well as you can change your reticle from, and let me see if we can catch it on camera. Nice if we could. So right now it's a circle and a dot. I don't know if we'll catch it on camera. Okay, we probably won't. I'll try to catch it in a different shot. But yeah, so right now I'm just going to start the mounting process. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this number 2 plate onto the Glock. And the holes that I'm going to put these Glock screws in with the thread locker, they already have a thread locker on them. So I'm going to use these 2 screws for the Glock up front. The screws that came with the Glock in the little set. I'm going to use those up front just to lock this thing down. So just tighten those on. Till they're nice and flush and tight, so you know they won't go anywhere. Oops, lost my little tool. Alright, so I'm just going to keep tightening these up real quick. Now just tighten them until they're nice and snug. Don't want to tighten too much to strip anything, just nice and snug. So I got those on there nice and snug. Now I'm going to put my Holosun on here. And look at these different sets of screws, and I'm going to say I'm going to use the long set of screws just because the set of screws that came with the Glock mounted plate were already kind of longer, so I'm going to say that that's probably my best bet here. So yeah, I'm going to go with the longer screws with the Holosun. And then I'm going to switch to the Holosun tool and tighten the screws that came with that Holosun. I'm thinking that maybe I should have used the shorter screws with this. Yeah, I'm going to use the shorter screws because this seems to be reaching all the way down to the bottom of my Glock frame. So I'm going to switch over to the shorter screws. And it's kind of trial and error with this type of stuff, so try it out. Make adjustments as you go. So the longer screws were too long. I'm going to use the short screws. And I'm happy with that. And now time to put the gun back together. So I'm just going to put the barrel back in, put the recoil spring back on, and then reattach the slider to the frame. And here you have it. You got my Glock 19 with my Holosun 507C attached. And again, I used plate number 2 and the short screws that came with the Holosun, and then I used the Glock screws that came with it to mount the plates. So, looks pretty good to me. Obviously, the Holosun's not going to be sighted in yet, but I just want to see what the picture looks like. And I'm going to try to catch this in frame for you guys. I'm going to step behind my camera lady here and see if I can catch that for you. So you see that? That's the circle and dot. Just try to focus that. It's not really going to focus that well, but that's the circle and dot. And then I can switch by holding the down button to just a dot. And that's a 2 MOA dot. And then you've got right here, that's your solar on top. So yeah, there you have it. I'm going to do a shooting review of this once I get a chance to get out to the range. So thanks for watching, guys. This is ShotCity. Hey guys, ShotCity here. I'm out at Briar Rabbit. I have my Glock 19 GEN5 MOS, the Holosun 507C on it. And today I'm going to be trying to sight this optic in using this and just a little bit of test on. So I'm going to pop a mag in, take my first shots. After my first shots, I'll use this tool to make some adjustments. Alright, hey folks, ShotCity here. I've got my Glock Generation 5. This is a MOS version. I've got the Holosun 507C on here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sight this gun in a little bit more. So far I've been taking some shots. I've been landing far right, so I adjusted this thing as far left as it'll go. And let's see where I'm landing on target. I'm going to use my bag as a little rest. So, I'm just a little bit low. I'm going to go up 5 clicks and see if I can hit that bullseye. Alright, I'm going to load a mag, get this target out the way after I take a couple more shots. I'm going to put a new piece of paper up there, a new little sticker on there real quick. And this will be the test of where I'm actually going to be hitting. Let me take a couple more. Looks like it's on target. So, a little bit of rapid fire just to show you that this thing does stay on. It's nice and tight. No issues. Alright, I'm done.